So there are very few people that are as convoluted and uh, like just experienced as Yaz. So they were originally called Yazoo, then they were called Yaz, but the primary member, the guy standing there in the front, really playing the keyboard, uh, Clark. I can't remember his full name off the top of my head, but he was originally with Depeche Mode. And Depeche Mode put out an album. Um, and you could tell by the same kind of vibe of songs, like the ones that are I just can't get enough, and oh god, that whole first album from Depeche Mode was heavily influenced by him. He was a prolific songwriter. He's written a bunch of stuff. So he left Depeche Mode because he didn't like the direction they were going to the goth stuff. He formed Yazoo with Alison Moyet, and then they released, I think, two albums that were pretty good, and they had a string of hits. This was one of them, but there was a lot of good songs like Nobody's Diary. There was Don't Walk Away from Love. I mean, I remember listening to these guys like a ton of songs from Yaz because they were kind of in 1986, 85. You know, I was kind of still in grade school, so probably 84, 85. They were getting big with all the young eighth grade girls, and so I, had to know them. But they were so. Then the guy basically after Yaz, he made a copycat band of Yaz with a band called Erasure. So it's the same guy. He Depeche Mode, Yazoo, Yaz, and then on to Erasure. You could tell the vocalist for Erasure and Alison Moyet have almost the same kind of tone. Like he something about that tone he really liked. But Erasure, of course, hugely prolific. I mean, they've had so many albums and so many songs, and I really enjoy them too. We may cover one of their songs on here on this channel one day. But yeah, this song was my heartbreak song back in probably seventh grade when Becky Thatcher or whoever broke your little heart. This was what you listened to, or the skating ring. If you really wanted to profess your love to the girl, you'd skate backwards and she'd skate forward, and you listen to this song and hug and act like you're totally cool. So let's take a listen to Yaz with Only You. Very simple songs too. You got more complicated later.
From a window above, it's like a story of love. Can you hear me? Came back only yesterday. I'm moving farther away. Want you near me? All I needed was the love you gave. All I needed for another day. And all I ever knew, only you. Sometimes when I think of her name, when it's only a game, and I need you, listen to the words that you say, it's getting harder to stay. When I see you, all I needed was the love you gave. All I needed for another day. And all I ever knew, only you.
It looked like they came out of that movie Dune in 1984. I like the antenna on the bottom of there too.
All I needed was the love you gave. All I needed for another day. And all I ever knew, only you. This is gonna take a long time, and I wonder what's mine. Can't take no more.
the rest is that repeating for an outro. But yeah, I looked up his name while we were listening to that very stealthily. His name is Vince Clark, so I was almost right. Vincent Clark, but yeah, he was a really, really, really prolific songwriter. Had a really particular style about him. He's one of those people that's kind of like, I would consider like a songwriting prodigy. Because if you think about the number of songs that Depeche Mode, Yazoo, same kind of thing, and Erasure have together, and knowing that he wrote like the vast majority of those songs is unbelievable. Like, I mean, I've written a few songs in my life. I think maybe 20 max. Have them all on pieces of paper. But if this guy's written just thousands of songs, like literally thousands of songs, that level of creativity is beyond me. And this song's just a cute little ballad. I mean, like it was really. I don't know. It was one of those weird songs. Like it still works for me. Like it's still sweet and cute, and it's very simple song. But I think most good songs are probably really simple songs. It's a great heartbreak song. So if you ever get broken heart listening to this one, you can just let it all out. Just let it all out. But yeah, Yaz. If your dad didn't show you Yaz, man, that's actually a little ridiculous because this guy was just huge, prolific, and I don't know. You definitely gotta give your dad a call for this one and kind of bitch him out a little bit.